Okay, take a look at the dollar bill in your wallet. It feels pretty simple, right? Just a piece of paper we trade for things. But what if I told you it's not just money? It's a masterpiece of design, a fortress of security, and this incredible story of art and science working together. We're gonna uncover the secrets that are hidden in plain sight.
And I mean, have you really looked at it? Past the numbers, past the portraits, it's probably one of the most common things we touch every single day. But believe it or not, it's also one of the most complex. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into. We are going to peel back the layers of artistry and mind-blowing technology that turn a simple piece of fabric into the world's most recognized currency.
Our story starts inside the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Now you have to imagine a place that operates with the kind of security you'd expect from a military base. This is the fortress where the magic and the manufacturing all begins. So, first things first, we all call it paper money, but honestly, that couldn't be more wrong. The dollar in your hand, it's not made from trees. It's a high-tech security document, designed from its very fibers to be incredibly tough and almost impossible to fake. So, before even a single drop of ink touches the surface, the very first line of defense is drawn completely by hand. Yeah, you heard that right. This is where a centuries-old craft becomes one of the most important security features. Just think about that for a second. These master engravers use tools that have barely changed for hundreds of years to carve these incredibly detailed designs into steel plates. It's the tiny human imperfections in those thousands of lines that create a depth and a texture that no modern printer or scanner can truly duplicate. It's security through pure, microscopic skill.
Okay, so if it's not paper, what is it? Well, the foundation of every single bill is a special fabric, and the recipe for it is one of the country's most closely guarded secrets.
And here it is, the secret formula, a very precise blend of 75% cotton and 25% linen. This specific mix is what gives a dollar bill that unique feel. You know the one I'm talking about, and its incredible strength. You can actually fold a bill back and forth over 4,000 times before it even thinks about tearing. Regular paper can't even come close to that.
But the cool part is the security starts before any ink is even applied. The fabric itself is loaded with features. There are these thin security threads that are literally woven into the material. They're not just printed on top. If you hold a bill up to the light, you can see them, along with a faint watermark portrait that's built right into the fabric itself.
All right, so now we have our special canvas. It's time for the ink. And this isn't just one simple printing process. Oh no, it's a multi-stage symphony of color and intense pressure.
It all happens in 3 distinct phases. First, huge modern offset presses lay down those subtle background colors and patterns. Then comes the most important step, intaglio printing, which is for the main design. And finally, each and every bill gets its own unique identity with an overprinted serial number. You know, here's a feature you can check for yourself right now. Go ahead, grab a bill and run your finger over the portrait's clothing. Feel that? That slightly raised, textured ink? That's the result of the intaglio process, where literally tons of pressure force the fabric into the grooves of the engraved plate. It's a tactile signature that a simple photocopier just can't fake.
So we've covered the art and the unique texture, but now we get into the truly mind-blowing stuff. The security features that are hidden right there in plain sight, using some absolutely incredible technology. If you have a newer bill, take a look at the number in the bottom right corner. As you tilt it back and forth, you'll see the color magically shift from copper to green. This isn't just a simple pigment, it's an ink that uses some wild optical technology, kind of like the way a butterfly's wing shimmers in the sun.
And believe it or not, it gets even smaller. Hidden inside the fancy scroll work and lines are actual words printed so tiny that to your naked eye, they just look like a solid line. But if you get a magnifying glass, you'll see clear, readable text. It's just an amazing feat of printing precision.
But maybe the coolest piece of modern security tech is the 3D security ribbon on the $100 bill. This thing isn't printed on the bill. It's actually woven through the fabric. And it contains hundreds of thousands of microscopic lenses that make these tiny bells and 100s look like they're moving and shifting as you tilt the note. It's a feature that is just next level difficult to replicate. So the big question is, how do these giant printed sheets become the individual bills that we use every day? Well, the final stage is a total gauntlet of precision, inspection, and of course, security. The quality control here is just relentless. I mean, high-speed cameras and teams of human inspectors scan every single sheet. And if there's even the tiniest flaw, a smudge of ink, a slight misalignment, anything, the entire sheet is immediately destroyed. Only absolute perfection makes it through.
After that intense inspection, the flawless sheets are cut with microscopic precision, bundled up, and then shipped under armed guard to Federal Reserve banks all across the country. And from there, they finally enter the economy and eventually find their way into our pockets.
And really, that's the whole story of the dollar bill. It's not just one thing. It's this beautiful fusion, a blend of an artist's hand, a chemist's secret ink, an engineer's powerful press, and a physicist's understanding of optics. It all works together to create an object that, at the end of the day, we can all trust.
So the next time you pull out a dollar bill, take an extra second to really look at it. Because you're not just holding money, you're holding a piece of history, a work of art, and a tiny marvel of technology. So ask yourself, is there anything else in your wallet that even comes close?